Hi, my name is Mitsy. I own a lash and brow business in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I have for a whole fucking decade. I teach other beauty professionals how to use radical self-trust and confidence to grow their beauty business so that they can live a wonderful life and go and acquire everything they fucking wanted to when they first started their business. Today, we are going to be talking about things I wish I knew when I first started my lash business, and I'm gonna refer to it as a lash business because I mainly make money from lashes. I do brows, but that is not my main source of income. My main source of income is lash extensions. Now, I do want to say that I do not promote drinking. I barely drink my fucking self, but I'm home alone. I just finished one of my programs, meaning I have programs that beauty pros sign up for, and today was the last call for one of them. And I decided, why the fuck not? Let's drink a little. You're gonna see me looking down at my phone because I wrote down what it is that I wanted to talk about. And I have ADHD, and so I always need to write it down. Okay, side fucking note. You're supposed to hold the stem like this. That is the correct way. Why? Okay, I'm big on etiquette. I am an immigrant. I was born in Mexico, but I was raised in bumfuck nowhere, North Carolina, and I was not taught etiquette besides like the way you act at a dinner table, the way you greet people, like the typical Mexican etiquette. My mom was like a stickler about that and like table manners and respect for your elders, but I feel like most Mexicans are. But I was not taught like high class etiquette and shit, right? So, for those people that are in the similar shoes as I am, you're supposed to hold the stem down here, okay? Because if you hold it here, it warms up your wine, and you don't want to do that. But it's so awkward. It's so awkward to hold it down here when I don't have a table. You know, if I had a little table, then I can understand, but I'm holding it. So you're gonna see me holding it like this, and it's gonna warm up my chilled wine. Let's get into it because I like to ramble, and that's not what you're here for. First and foremost, confidence is key. I used to think that being confident meant being cocky and being egoic. I worked at a Mason Lash, and I worked there, I want to say a year before I decided to do lashes for myself. So I always had a business, but I used to be a wax artist. Or what is it? What the fuck do you call that? It's not a wax artist, is it? I don't know. I used to wax and I used to sugar. And then I went and learned lashes, and then I left after a year because of Trump. Shout out to fucking Trump. I left because of Trump, because of my immigration status. And I started doing lashes at my business, and I phased out waxing, and then I only did lashes. There was a girl that worked with me at a Mason Lash, and she only worked there maybe 2-3 months, and then she left. And she started offering training. Mind you, she came to a Mason Lash not knowing how to lash. She was taught how to lash at a Mason Lash. And in those few months, she started offering trainings at her own business because she also had a business. And I remember being such a fucking hater and being like, oh my gosh, guys, did y'all see such and such? She's offering training. She barely knows how to lash. Like, why is she offering trainings? And I was such a fucking hater. And yeah, like her lashes look like shit. And yeah, I'm sure that she was a shitty trainer because what the fuck does she know about lashes? But that didn't stop her from making money. This bitch was probably getting paid to train someone some bullshit. Now, I'm never gonna sit here and say like we should scam people. Definitely not an advocate for scamming. But the whole point of that is that here I was being the top lash artist in my location, which at the time in Raleigh, North Carolina, there was only one location, but I was the top lash artist there. And when I left, I was able to create what I have now, 10 years later. So clearly I have talent in the lash department, but I was so busy trying to be humble and be like, well, I'm not ready to train, or like, I'm not ready to do this. And how could she do that? Which is gonna lead to the second point. But what I'm saying is because I didn't have the confidence to go out and make money with the skill set that I had, whether it was perfect or not, I would tear down this girl that was willing to do it. And the difference between me and her was she was confident. And confidence is key. In the business world, in all of the world, confidence is key. If you are confident, baby, see, if you know me, you know that I have a special love for scammers. And not like scammers that like take credit cards. I mean scammers like, what's her name? Anna Delvey, I think that's her name. And what is that Theranos woman? Something Holmes? Whatever her name was, I will put her little face on the screen up here. I love scammers. I love specifically women scammers. I love someone that knows confidence is key. I don't have a product. You know, like the Theranos lady, she didn't have a fucking product, yet she was named a fucking billionaire. A billionaire. This woman didn't even have a product because confidence is key, baby girl. So same with you. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop expecting perfection out of yourself. You don't need to be perfect. Your lash sets, your nails, whatever the fuck it is you do, it doesn't have to look like the shit you see on Instagram. All it has to do is be good enough and you go market the fuck out of it. Go make money from it. Because guess what? As you get more clients, you are going to get better. You will eventually get to that level of perfection you're looking for. But in the meantime, don't dim your light. In the meantime, you deserve to get paid. Allow yourself to get paid. And you're gonna be seeing me move every which way because I have pelvic floor issues from sitting down for 12 hours plus doing fucking lashes, okay? So if you're watching this and you're a lash artist, please stretch, please work out, please make sure you're sitting correctly because here I am, a fucking 31-year-old. Invest in taking care of your body. Work out, take fucking lunch breaks, drink water, stretch, move. Don't just sit. Sometimes I would have like 16 hours that I would be lashing, and in between clients when I could have walked up and down the steps or stretched or did something, I wouldn't. I would just sit there and look at my phone and be sitting down the whole time. So don't be like me, okay? Because now I'm 31 and my pelvic floor is constantly hurting, which is why I'm sitting with my legs wide the fuck open. So I apologize for that, but I have to make it comfortable because this is going to be a long video. Yes, confidence is key. That's where I was getting to. Confidence is key. Be confident. Be fucking confident. Know that the people that cross paths with you at the talent that you currently are at are looking for that level of talent. When I first started doing volume lashes, they were horrendous. And I had clients that I had been doing classic lashes on forever that they were just happy to have more lashes on their face. And to this day, Crystal, shout out to Crystal. She was the first client that allowed me to like play with volume on her eyes. She's still my client. Confidence. Confidence is key. Number 2, and this goes back to what the fuck I was talking about earlier. Keep your eyes on your own fucking paper. What does this mean? Keeping your eyes on your own paper. So, again, I was raised in bumfuck nowhere. And I don't know what all other schools did, but in bumfuck nowhere where I was raised, when we took tests, in order for people not to cheat, we would put up like manila. Is that what they're called? Manila. We put up this brown folders, like the ones you would see in offices where people would put like paperwork, and we would put them up around us, right? And I was a gifted student. Yes, I was. And so I did really, really, really good in school. And I was also a nerd. So I didn't want anyone copying my paper. When the teachers would be like, go ahead and put your little manila folders up so nobody, copies you. Baby, Mitsy was like, whoop. I was happy to do it. When the teacher would walk around to see what everybody else was doing, if she noticed someone was, not keeping their eyes on their own paper, she would be like, guys, just a reminder to keep your eyes on your own paper, keep your eyes on your own paper. And I love that fucking saying, right? Keep your eyes on your own paper. So this goes back to what I was saying when I was too busy stalking this girl's page and being like, can y'all believe that she offers trainings? I was not keeping my eyes on my own paper. You versus you. There is no competition besides you and you. You do not have competition in your city. You just don't. That's the way I look at my business. I have no competition in my city. I am Mitsy. My clients come to me for me. There is no competition. There's a lot of other lash artists that do the same fucking shit I do, but they're not my competition. They're not serving people what I'm serving people, and they're not me. They don't have my personality, right? Keep your eyes on your own paper. And like I said, that goes hand in hand with confidence. Don't do the shit I used to do. Don't be a bitter Betty, which is what I was, right? I would be bitter when I saw someone making more money than me because I held on to this notion of like, I'm such a good person. Like, why will people give me money? And like that in itself was egoic. So like how good of a person was I, you know? Don't do that. Keep your eyes on your own paper. Like you are on your own path, on your own journey, and it is unique. It's not gonna look like the bitches next to you. It's not gonna look like the bitches ahead of you or the bitches behind you. It's just not going to, because it doesn't have to, because it's not supposed to, because it's your journey. It's you against you. Keep your eyes on your own paper. I say that to every girl that I mentor when they're like, oh, this girl makes this kind of content, and oh, this girl's lashes down the street look better. Block them. Block them, bitches. Block them. But why? They're going to think that I don't like them. Who gives a fuck? You are comparing yourself so much. Block them. Block them. Because what is the point? What is the point of you constantly comparing yourself to someone else? It's only going to make you feel bad. Don't do that. What is the point? What is the point? What is the point? I said this to the group that just finished today. If we would change by being mean to ourselves, all of us would already have our dream body and be making the amount of money we want to be making. But we don't change through hate. We change through love. And sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is blocking accounts that make you feel like shit. Even if the account isn't trying to make you feel like shit, you are making yourself feel like shit. Because the most loving thing you can do is to stop comparing, to keep your eyes on your own paper. Okay, number 3, market. And in parentheses, I put learn social media. Okay, market yourself, okay? They all build on top of each other. You want to market yourself. It is so important that you actually get your name out there. Ask your clients to bring you clients. Every time you can network with another beauty professional, do it. Every time you meet someone out in person and they compliment your brows or your lashes or your nails or your hair, I do it. Anytime you hear someone say, I'm looking for someone that does lashes, I do lashes. I'm looking for someone, my homegirl went to this bad lash artist. I'm not a bad lash artist, come to me. Market your fucking self. Market. I wish I would have marketed because I would have reached my goals a lot quicker. I was and I still am, but at the beginning, I was a very talented lash artist who was so afraid of being seen. And I have a podcast episode about being seen. I'll link my podcast in the show notes. But I was so afraid of being seen that I just wouldn't market myself. And it came at a cost. It came at the cost of being not trusting and not confident and unsure that what I set out to do, which was have a successful business and be independent and be a good mother that can provide for my son, that it was never going to come true. When in reality, all it was that I needed a market. And that's what happens, right? Like I have a podcast episode in my last video, if you want to go watch that. I talk about how the negative perception you have about yourself has nothing to do with your business. So at the time, I would personalize it and I would say it was me and something I was doing. And like my dreams just clearly weren't meant to come true. When in reality, I just wasn't putting in the action that I needed to put in, which was marketing. If you have a beauty business, learn fucking social media. That's very important. Learn how to market. Learn the algorithms. Learn what the algorithms want to see. Learn how to storytell. Learn what a hook is. Learn what you should put in stories, what you should put in your in-feed post. I have a podcast episode with Jazz the Toe Tech. She talks about that. She does great. Go follow her on Instagram. She does amazing. She does so amazing that someone actually copied her whole style recently. And that was fucking crazy. But do your research. Learn social media. Utilize it. They're free. They're free. We live in a time where you don't have to pay for marketing. You can literally become a hundredaire, a thousandaire, a millionaire for free. Like you're not even spending money. Granted, some people do pay for ads, but we live in a time where you don't have to pay for ads if you don't want to. Utilize it. It's fucking free. Do it. All right. Next point. People will love me for me. I wish I knew this one a lot earlier. Just something I wish women in their 20s learned a lot earlier, right? I hang out with women that are way much older than me. I'm talking 50 and up. I'm 31. That is one thing that they always say to me. Learn to love yourself, be confident in yourself, be comfortable in your skin, because it took me so long to get there. And if you can figure it out, you'll go further. And that's how I feel. If you can figure it out in your teens, in your 20s, no one can stop you, baby girl. And one of those things is realizing you are fine as you are. Can there be improvement? Of fucking course. Because we're flawed, because that's what humans are, flawed. So there can always be improvement in anything. But even with your flaws, people will love you for you. You don't have to chase and beg clients or friends or men to stick around. There are a shit ton of people that are just gonna love you for you. And that's making me emotional because I have young clients. Again, I'm 31, but I have clients in their 20s that I wish could get this one down. Because I think being a human is hard. Being a man is hard, being a woman is hard. But I think being a woman in your 20s is hard. Because there's just so much expectations, especially now with social media, right? Like, I didn't grow up with social media. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Like, we had MySpace and Facebook, but it wasn't the monster it is now. And there's so much expectations to be beautiful and to be successful and to not let men play you and to like be a princess and to not go 50-50. Like, there's just so many expectations that a lot of the times are almost unrealistic. And I want you to know that people will love you for you. Men will love you for you. You don't have to play all this fucking stupid games, but you do have to love and respect yourself. And you do have to have boundaries. And same with friends. Like, there's so much you don't have to put up with. There's many people, not just one, that are going to love you for you. And that includes clients. You do not have to put up with shitty fucking clients. There are clients that are going to love you for you and treat you perfectly simply because they respect you. Okay? Next one. I don't have to be talented. I just have to provide an experience. Boom! Boom! If I can find a way to like make it seem like I'm dropping a bomb, I'll do that. Some of the most successful people in this world are not talented. They're not. You don't have to be talented. But you do have to care about the experience that you're giving someone. Back to the scammers. They don't have what they claim to have, but they give motherfuckers an experience, right? And that's why people stick around, because of the experience, besides the lies. Obviously, they're also lying. I'm not going to be naive and act like these people aren't out here lying to people. But for the most part, they're providing an experience. And the experience is so magical that people are like, let's stick around. I fuck with this. I like this. That is the same way it is with your beauty business. You do not have to be talented. You can be mediocre. You don't have to be the best. I say that all the fucking time. All of the trainers, the lash trainers, the brow trainers, the hair trainers, whatever the fuck it is that you do, they're going to tell you otherwise. They're going to say, with this, you're going to make so much money. With this, your clients are going to care about you more. With this, of course, because they're selling you something. But I am telling you, as someone who has invested well over $75,000 into trainings and coaches and mentorships and all kinds of shit. You don't have to be talented, but you do have to provide a fucking experience. And take that and spread it to all of your life. Because it's not just for clients. All of this shit, by the way, it incorporates every aspect of your life. Because it's not just for clients. Yes, if you give a client a wonderful experience, they're going to come back. They're going to give you money. And you don't have to be the most talented. I believe I'm a great lash artist. Am I the most talented? No. There's some talented bitches in my city. They don't charge what I charge. Why? Because they don't provide the experience I do. Same with friends. You don't have to be the best of friends. Obviously, you do want to try to be. But you do have to be an experience. Same with men. Trust me. Trust me on this one when it comes to the men part. I am not by any means the best girlfriend in any shape, way, or form, or even the best date. But I do provide a fucking experience. And people like it. If you can make someone feel something, you got them hooked. You got them hooked. Okay, very last one. Sell to your current clients. And honestly, I would actually make that one not even sell to your current clients, but learn how to sell. They're both together. Learn how to sell and learn how to sell to your current clients. I used to be so afraid to sell to my current clients, so afraid that I wouldn't even do any retail because I didn't want to sell. I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell. I hate selling. It feels icky. Learn how to sell. Learn how to sell without guilt. And then use those skills to sell to your current clients. You know the easiest way to make money? To get the clients that are currently paying you to pay you more. It takes more work to get a new client to give you money than to get a current client to give you money. Sell to your current clients. That's how you are going to increase your revenue without having to go and get a new client. Offer another service, offer retail, offer packages, memberships, something. That's how you're gonna make money a lot quicker with less friction to your current clients. And sell to your current clients for them to sell to their friends. Let your clients know, hey, I have this going on, I have this deal, I have this package, I have this, do you know anyone? Get them so excited about the experience and the feeling that you give them that when they go out to the real world, they sell for you. If you can provide a certain experience, then they will go talk about that experience to people, and those people will want to go and have that experience with you. Do that. But make sure you sell. That was one of my biggest mistakes. I wouldn't sell. I would provide an experience, but then I wouldn't sell. Make sure that you sell. It is so important. That is all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. This is your home for all things mindset, trust, confidence, and beauty business. I have a podcast that I'm going to link in the show notes below. Please make sure that you comment. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Until next time, you will see me in the next video. Bye.